Oh,
We're
yeah.
live, and I'm just about edging a little closer.
I can turn it a little.
There we are.
bit
How is
as
everybody? Welcome back to the live Friday.
well.
Yes. Oh, what a week! What a long week.
Yeah, long week.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long week. I'm tired today, but I'm glad it's Friday, and I'm glad I'm here with you guys today.
Yes, definitely. So I was editing some videos today. It was busy for me during this week because I was getting my first assessment done for my course.
Yes, you were.
So so I'm doing a course at the moment, and I did my first assessment. So they do like an assessment date for you to submit. They do a date for you to submit your assessment, but then I think um, they did this thing where it says actual completion. So I don't know if you submit it and the teacher reads it, maybe, and then she might or he might give you some some ideas and stuff like that, and then after that you maybe submit your actual submission after you've sort of like tweaked it a bit. I'm not sure.
Every course is different, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it really depends on the course and the instructor and the teacher.
Yeah.
So it could be that they submit the course and obviously, submit your essay and then they mark it, or
Yeah.
they might be, I don't know. It really depends on the course, but we'll look to see.
Yeah.
So yours is, has anybody else done that as well? Has anybody tried to study online? So this seems to be the new, well, I say the new thing, it's new for us.
Yeah.
Because back in our day, you all did everything face to face, but now this is the new way of learning. So you're given topics. I've even had a lot of virtual classes myself, which are quite interesting. I prefer them.
Really? See, I prefer going into a class and actually being in a class and, being taught by a teacher rather than doing something online, especially if you're unsure about something, because if you need to, you can't directly say, oh, right, okay, so am I understanding this correctly? Is this, and this? And so you can't, I suppose, in a classroom when you're taught, you can reassure your learning maybe, or expand your learning by asking questions, maybe someone else asking a question that you wouldn't have thought of, and things like that. That is why I like in class, and it's somebody imparting their experience.
Now I'm different. I'll tell you why. Because think of it like a theatre experience and TV experience. With the theatre, you get to see what's going on, but you will not get to see anything as near close up as you will with television. You can't get close ups in the theatre.
Yeah.
So for me, what I find with virtual learning is the fact that your teacher is really weird. So in your classroom, unless you're at the front, you don't get, it doesn't feel as intimate. I know that sounds a bit weird, but you have, so obviously on your screen, you'll have your lecturer's face close up. And for me, it just feels more like, it feels, obviously it's not directing more at you, but it feels like it's directing more at you because they are watching you that closer. So for me, and also as well, there's at any point you can ask questions.
Yeah, but you're talking about Zoom classes and things like that. I'm actually talking about online learning yourself. You're not interacting with anyone.
Oh right, no. I was talking because I mentioned, didn't I, that was online Zoom.
Yeah, so with yours, you would get sort of almost the same experience as you would in a normal classroom.
That's the point I was trying to make. For me, virtual learning one-to-one is better virtually.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're almost getting the same experience as you would in a class. So you can ask questions and your colleagues can ask questions and things like that. But when you're learning online, as I am, there isn't anyone to ask.
No, that's true. Yeah, but yours is different. Yours is a bit more like an open university thing. So with an open university thing, what obviously you're doing is you're given the work and you just crack on with it.
Yeah.
But you do get to meet with your college thing, but not at live sessions.
Yeah, I don't even get to meet with mine.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, no, that's a bit weird.
No, I don't even get to meet. So basically, hi, Aoife.
How are you? How are you? You good? Are you glad it's Friday? We were just saying how glad we are it's Friday. We're really happy it's Friday.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we were just talking about college courses, which I know you've been doing loads of.
Yeah.
Recently.
See, I was just saying that I don't enjoy the online aspect, like having to do it online. It'd be different if I was doing a Zoom class like you're doing. That's different because you can ask questions, and your fellow pupils, they can also ask questions, and they may ask a question that you you didn't think of. But when you're doing it online, there's no one for me to ask. There's no one for me to confirm anything
Eva
with.
says she loves online learning.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the doing it on your own part. No, I don't mind the doing it on my own part. It's just that when I need to ask a question, I have to send an email. And then God knows when they answer the email 2 days later. By which point you kind of have to leave where you are and go on further down and then go back. And I don't like that. I like to, do it succinctly.
So Eva said, why don't you go to the Q&A area? Hi, Ray Ray.
Hey, Ray Ray.
How are you?
There wasn't one that was offered. There wasn't a Q&A area. There was only one, like a forum, but there wasn't like a stated time. Oh, this is when everyone's going to be on or anything like that. You just go to a forum and I suppose maybe pose your question or whatever. And then the other, whenever they do, I suppose. I've never used it because luckily for me, I didn't really need to use it this time around. I've done unit 1, so now I'm moving on to unit 2. So I'm not sure what I will need.
So Eva said the tutors on Udemy, that's the academy that she uses, the online academy she uses, can be questioned via the Q&A area.
Right.
So that makes a lot of sense, because I would have thought if you are learning, it's very rare that you can just let someone get on with it. I mean, your brother did a Open University course,
right?
And he said that's the thing. They give you the work, but you have to get on with it yourself. But you do get a course tutor, because it's very rare you can teach yourself everything.
No, I have a course tutor.
So there you are. So
but she answers me 2 days later. That's what I'm saying. So you submit your question. There's an email, and you submit your question, of which I did. She answered me 2 days later. When I submitted my original question, somebody else answered and said, "Oh yeah, the assessment date is this." I said, "Well, that's not the question I'm asking." I said, "I'm fine with the assessment date. This is my question." Because what I wanted to know was, could I submit a draft of my assessment for them to look at, just to know that I'm on the right path? Or do I need to expand my answers in this area? Do I need to expand my answers in that area? So my question was, while I was getting on with it, can I submit a draft of it so that they could have a look at it? And he sent me an email going, "Yeah, here are the assessment dates for submission."
Well, then that's your responsibility to go back to him and say, "No, that's not what I asked."
Which is what I did.
What did he do?
He didn't even bother to answer.
Well, then you need to chase him.
Yeah, but if somebody but this is it, because that Mark's like, "Well, yeah, you need to chase him." He wasn't even the person I was asking a question to. I was asking a question to my tutor, who didn't answer.
Now then, there's some very interesting points in there, and I do think what Ray said, I'll come on to that in a second, what Ray said, because I do think it's relevant to you. So Aoife says, I recommend Teachable, but she also uses Udemy too.
Okay.
Not Udemy too, but Udemy as well. Ray said, I could never do online learning. I get easily distracted.
Yeah.
Now, that is a very, very good point. I know plenty of people that have done the Open University, but they did say that to me. They said, you are master of your own discipline. Yeah. Now, when I did my degree, all your lectures were planned out. So you just literally, you had to, obviously not a lot more than just turn up, but they were regimented. So you would say, so I would say, I don't know, I'd have lectures, say, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday. So you'd have your time set out and you would do them. With, as Ray was saying, if you're doing something you're learning yourself, there's no time limit. So you have to be disciplined in it.
Yeah, I'm disciplined to a point. So if I know I need to have something in handed by that specific time, best believe I'll get it done in that time. I won't be... So even if I have to stay up or continue on till late or whatever, I will get it submitted in time. But my problem is carving out time enough so that I'm not under pressure.
So actually, Aoife said, "Oh, that's so frustrating, Kelly. Udemy instructors get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. That's really good."
But she did. She got back to me in 2 days. But
she got back to you, but didn't answer your question.
No, she did. My actual tutor did. But the other guy who answered me was just answering.
Oh, with a centre of excellence team member will answer your query. There you go. So maybe that's what you need. So it might be. Do you know what? I also as well. It really does depend on the course that you do, because I think you've got to bear in mind, and I always find this with online course tutors as well. They've got hundreds of students.
Yeah.
So they'll be getting emails all the time. I mean, my tutor as well, he's got loads of students.
Yeah.
So he doesn't always get back to me, but he said, oh, I'm really, really sorry. I've had so many things to go. I say, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He also said, after assessments are graded at the end, you get your feedback.
See, because the thing with your class is that at least when you have a class, you can ask him direct questions there and then. So you could save all your questions, theoretically.
Yeah.
And then, I would like to go to a proper Zoom class. And I found that they were quite difficult to find, like a proper online
Zoom
because
you have to pay for them. Both Ray and Aoife said you love in the ears.
Thank you. These are Haunted Mansion ears. And I got them. I bought a box full of ears at one point.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see. You can probably see, for those of you who watch the Haunted Mansion, that figure. I always forget who that figure is in the Haunted Mansion.
Always want to call her Madame Rose Murta, but she's from Harry Potter. This is, I forget her name.
She's in a crystal ball. Now, it's difficult to see because up front it just looks like a little picture, but actual fact is that picture set in the ball.
It's in a dome.
If you can, are you able to show? You can
can you see that it's a dome there?
So it's really clever, and I love all the little the safety pins.
The safety pins right there.
That wallpaper, what I call the wallpaper's design. That is very much the Haunted Mansion style, but I do love it though. These are really, really nice. It's almost like velvet actually. Or on the back it does say "Foolish Mortal." You can't see it on the back of the ear. Which is when you go on the ride, it goes "Foolish Mortal." Aoife said Facebook sometimes has online courses advertised.
Yes, I saw a couple there, and I saw a couple on LinkedIn. I've seen a few on Read. But it was actual Zoom classes that I wanted, and a lot of them were just because obviously now sort of a lot of people working remotely, a lot of people they have time now to dedicate to something in between. So if you're at home and it's lunchtime, and you're going to make yourself like a quick sandwich or whatever, in that hour you could dedicate it to like your course or whatever, or in the morning you can get up early, dedicate that to your course, or after work or the travel time that you would have traveled to and from work, you can now dedicate to something else. So like me, it was about an hour and 10, but before where in my old workplace or my former workplace, we were in one place and it was 40 minutes door to door. Perfect. So, just over an hour and a half to get to and from out of my day. Then they moved further away. So then it was an hour and 10 minutes to and from work. So if you think about it, you've got 2 hours and 20 minutes of the day. If I was working from home, 2 hours and 20 minutes of the day, I could then dedicate to a course or to this or to that. But a lot of people, what they've been doing is elongating their workday, which I don't consider correct. I think if you're not traveling, then that's the time to be able to dedicate to something else.
Aoife said, Kelly, try the Centre of Excellence. They have discount codes 1 million or learning 2020 for £29. Well, that's really good actually. Course for £29. Centre of Excellence course discount code gets you the course online for £29. There's is it Kajabi app for other courses? Okay, Kajabi. We'll have to have a look at that.
Because the thing was, I was looking for specific regulators. This was my problem because I needed the qualification to be a recognised qualification for the field that I want to go into. So there were specific things that I needed. Oh, the connection's gone. Oh, your connection is unstable.
Right. So sorry guys, bear with us. I hope it says we're trying to reconnect. I hope we'll come back in a minute soon. We should really look to go back down doing
there
downstairs.
We go.
So if you've lost the stem, apologies. We had a little thing saying our connection had gone. So apologies if we did. And Eva said the Centre of Excellence has their own app too.
Right. And in the Centre of Excellence, do they do specific regulated? Because going into the field, that's what I need. I need specific regulated qualifications. So yeah. So what is it? NCEF and NCFE was the qualification that I needed.
Eva said Centre of Excellence is CPD accredited.
Right, but it wasn't a CPD that I needed. It was actually it's like an NCEF or an NCFE.
That's worth having a look at.
Yeah, CPDs are good, but I need the accredited qualification. CPDs are good. And normally with CPDs you get it's a module. So I did a course which was a CPD course prior to this, but it was just a module and it didn't lead to a specific qualification that I needed.
Well, okay. So, but Eva, thank you so much for the advice. That's really handy. That's something Kelly can definitely have a look at.
Definitely have a look
at. We've got all your recommendations in the chat there, so we can definitely go back to that and have a look at it. But Eva was saying as well, that means it's insurable.
Oh, right.
So it can be insured. So that's really useful to know.
Yeah, that is very useful to know. Thank you.
There you are. Now, go on. Talk about. I knew what you're going to talk about.
So,
before you do, no, this. I was shocked at this.
Oh, okay. So
I was shocked. Now, as you guys know, Kelly and I always like to have a Starbucks. We have had other drinks. We're not sponsored by Starbucks.
No, we're not at all.
But we do like to have a Starbucks when we do our lives. We always just have something, a little treat for us. We get it delivered by Deliveroo. Anyway, I shall let Kelly carry on the story because Kelly was doing the order.
So normally, like Mark says, we order from Deliveroo or from time to time Just Eat. So it just depends whether I get it from Deliveroo or Just Eat. Anyway, so I was on Just Eat and I ordered our drinks. And then normally it says, so today I ordered a caramel frappuccino. The other day I ordered a white chocolate mocha frappuccino, but today I ordered a caramel frappuccino. Now, caramel frappuccino is as it says, caramel frappuccino. So I was going through and I was picking my options. Today I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go for soya milk. I've been getting a lot of skin problems lately, which could be, I don't know, something maybe to do with my hormones or something like that. So I thought, do you know what? Let me boost myself with a little bit of estrogen and stuff like that. So I got some soya milk. And so anyway, as I was picking my options, it got down to the caramel bit and it said, 50p for caramel drizzle. Now, it didn't say extra caramel drizzle. It just said caramel drizzle. And I thought, but it's a caramel frappuccino. It should come with drizzle.
Well, that's what we were going to ask you guys. Have you guys noticed this of anybody that has ordered drinks from Starbucks? Have you been charged extra if you have a frappuccino for drizzle? Because that's not something we'd noticed before. Because when you've ordered before, you didn't have to do it. But what I did notice is when you ordered the drinks and didn't select the drizzle bar, well, you say you didn't select the drizzle bar.
Yeah.
It did come with drizzle.
It did come with drizzle.
Did come with drizzle.
A pitiful amount of drizzle.
But yes.
But drizzle nonetheless. The thing normally, you know what Starbucks used to do when you used to go in? So basically, if I ordered a skinny frappuccino, meaning I wanted it with skimmed milk, they would charge me for cream. So they would charge you for cream. If I ordered a whole milk frappuccino, the cream was free. But if I ordered with with skimmed, so even if I just said, you know what, I'd like to cut down a little bit calories, not all of the calories, but just some of the, they charge you for the cream, and I'm just like, this just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, I went on and they charge, and now they charge you for vegan whipped cream, which is 50p. So
I ordered a tiny squirt.
So I ordered soy milk. I think I got it with vegan. Did I get it with vegan cream? I might have got it with vegan cream, or I might have said no normal. No, I said in the thingy normal cream. Yeah. So I didn't get the vegan cream. What I did was normal cream is fine, thank you. I put it in the thing. I didn't bother putting about the caramel because they're charging for caramel. I went to order when I ordered the white mocha frappuccino. I asked for caramel on it in the thingy because it didn't even come up as an option. that you could not even to pay for it. It didn't come up as an option. So I just put it in the sort of like little box where you leave a comment. They didn't even bother putting it on there anyway. They didn't even bother putting it on there anyway, but yet they want to charge you. So I was just like, oh, I don't know.
So there's a couple more messages for me about the course. So she says you could probably try courses that you have already looked, though, dearest Kelly. She also said courses with CPD accreditation can help you earn credit hours of prior learning.
Right.
That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Or Mark, you better marry Kelly. She's an amazing woman, and you are beyond blessed to have this amazing, talented woman.
Thank you. I'm lucky too.
Eva said the apple juice in the can is gluten-free, dairy-free, and tastes vile. Oh no!
Do you know what? This is what I was saying. I don't understand how apple juice can be gluten-free, unless there's other additives in it. Right?
Well, no, maybe it's not the additives. Maybe that's the opposite. Maybe they boil it all out. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's no gluten in apples.
Well, there you go. Then so it's gluten-free by choice. It's like having water and saying this is fat-free. Yeah, there's no fat in it because it's water.
Because I'm just thinking, how can it be? How can apples don't have gluten in there? So unless they're putting, because the only thing that I know that contains gluten is flour. That's the only thing that I know that contains gluten.
Ah, so Eva says they remove the additives. Do you know what? A lot of and funny you should say that. This is what they say with skim milk, because they say skim milk you shouldn't. Well, you can drink it obviously, but they say a lot of the nutrients are extracted when they do all their extraction of the fat. Yeah, that's the problem. Most sweet drinks have preservation crap, says Eva. Yeah. This is true. A lot of preservatives in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to say. And talking to this is what shocked me when we went to the United States. So Kelly and I went to the United States. Now I wanted to get. We're zooming out.
Oh,
there we are. We're back in. Oh no, I think it's because of the light. We went to the United States, and no, it's okay. Leave it. It's fine. They had Tropicana. Now Tropicana, I always think of as being 100% juice.
It is 100% juice.
100% juice. Well,
only preserve. Sorry, it's only got to preserve it in order to get from the plant place to the shop to here.
Well, you said, don't you remember though? I bought you watermelon juice, Tropicana watermelon juice. I was shocked. So it said in the ingredients, I thought, well, this is just going to be all. I'm not, and because watermelon is a high water content, I just thought, well, this is just blitz watermelon. I looked at it, water, sugar, preservatives, and a tiny amount of water. I was absolutely shocked that Tropicana. Now you wouldn't get that in the UK at all, and I don't think you would get that in the EU.
Yeah. Sorry, not a preservative. Sorry, a pasteurized is what I meant to say. So basically, innocent drinks are the same. They are so into no preservatives, no nothing, just the juice. That years ago when they first started production, getting it into boots and stuff like that, they were exploding in the fridges because the people weren't getting it to the shops quick enough to be refrigerated. So they had to in the end say on the bottle gently pasteurized, because they were just exploding all the time, because obviously fruit ferments. So it was just exploding here and there. But yeah, that's the only thing is that they're pasteurized, but I believe that's what they do with Tropicana, only obviously in Europe or UK.
Eva said, Mark, kiss Kelly and do it properly.
We're not going to snog on screen.
No, nobody wants to see that. But yeah, I know what you said. I will give
No.
There we are. Ray said, oh, just ordered our Chinese. My internet is playing up, I think. No, it might be ours, Ray, actually, because ours is
fine now, but it normally will tell us, or it will buffer.
What you gone, Ray? What Chinese are you getting? Let us have it. Let us know.
Chinese is my favorite.
It's Teddy's favorite. So if you were gonna order Chinese right now, what would you get?
I would get crispy chili beef. Yeah. I'd get sweet and sour pork Hong Kong style.
Yeah.
I would get sesame prawn toast. Yeah. Crispy aromatic duck. Yeah. Pork fried rice.
Yeah.
Crispy seaweed, and then something like ribs or something like that.
Eva said, Martin Kelly, come on, for heaven's sake, come on and kiss. You can do it on cam.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. When Mark and I are out, we hold hands and things like that. But I don't feel that there's any need for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she doesn't want to make this X-rated.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that anyway, other than you, obviously.
What was I going to say? Mark and Kelly, please.
No, it's something that I have to refuse. I'm afraid.
There you go. I can never do something who refuses. What was I going to say? Now, what Kelly just said is so true. When we order Chinese, Kelly orders for about 7 days.
You can't go to Chinese and order one dish. Who does that?
So the food turns out, I don't do the order. Kelly does all this food. Who's ordered all this food? The bill comes about 60 quid. I thought,
the Chinese, first of all, would never come to £60.
With all that food, it's about
no,
£50.
it never comes to £60. I'll tell you that straight. It will come to about 40. It will come to about £40.
That's still a lot for 2 people.
£40 for 2 people is not a lot. That's £20 per person.
Guys, it's £40 a lot for a takeaway for 2 people.
Yeah, I think Mark is thinking back in the 90s.
Not restaurant. I'm talking takeaway.
I'm talking about the noughties. Like, it's £40. I mean, pizza is about £30.
Ray said mixed starter for 2, sweet and sour batter balls, pineapple fritter, chow mein, and king prawns. There you go. There you are, Ray. That's what we like to hear. Mixed starter for 2. So we got sweet and sour batter balls. Do you know that's something actually?
Yeah.
I've not had.
Is it, what balls did you get though? Is it pork? Is it prawn? Is it, normally they do prawn, I suppose, in a mixed starter, maybe.
Pineapple fritter again. Now see, again, I don't normally go for dessert in a Chinese. So pineapple fritter is something I've not had for a while. What's the other? Is it apple fritters? The other one?
You normally get pineapple. You normally get banana. And they do lychee, but they don't fritter the lychee though. But you normally they just give you lychee. But if anybody eats lychee, that like the tin lychee, I normally have it with carnation milk. It's delicious.
Oh, so Aoife said, it's sausage, boiled and mashed potatoes with peas for me.
Ooh, I'm not sure about I'm not sure about boiling sausages, but I would definitely fry or grill them. And then I definitely with the mash and peas, and yeah, sounding good.
Would you order that though from a Chinese?
No, she's saying that's what she's having tonight.
Oh, that's what you're having tonight. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's what you're having. I was going to say, first of all, I thought, is that for a Chinese menu? Do they do that?
No, that's what you're having. Or do you know what else I like to get? I like to get a roast pork fried omelette. I really like the roast pork fried omelette.
To be fair, the Chinese that's near us, they do fish and chips as well.
Yeah, but I don't know about getting fish and chips from a Chinese. Not being bad or anything like that, but I like to go to a fish and chip shop that just does fish and chips, and I like to go to a Chinese shop that just does Chinese. I don't like it when they cross over.
Oh my god! So Aoife actually boils the sausages for up to half an hour. Wow! I suppose it would do actually because it's meat, so you want to make sure it's cooked properly. Because I remember you were saying, Aoife, as well, you don't normally do takeaways. You're not a big fan of them. You prefer to cook yourself.
Do you slow boil it then? Is it the same way that you would do boiled bacon then? Do you like slow boil
on
it?
A really low heat. So
yeah.
It's so I suppose for that, it's not so much. This camera's going in and out.
I know, it's strange.
I think it's because you're putting your hand forward and it's zooming on your hand.
I'm not. I don't put my hand.
And just keep topping up the water over the half hour, bring to the boil. Yeah, exactly. So slow. She's saying it's a slow boil.
Let me just move it back and see.
That makes a lot of sense actually, because if you had a vigorous boil for meat, that would just disintegrate, surely.
Yeah, I've never really boiled meat. I've never really boiled meat, I suppose. So I've never really, boiled bacon. Do you know what? I must find it on YouTube and see if it is. Do you know what I mean? Because in my mind, I'm just thinking it's just you put it in a pot and you just boil it. That's my interpretation. But I don't know if that's the case.
So Ray said, right, the mixed starter has prawn toast, wonton spare ribs, and seaweed. The sweet and sour balls are mixed prawn, pork, and chicken.
Oh, wow.
So have you gone for like a platter, Ray?
I've never heard of that, where they mix all of the... So that's... Yeah, because normally when you go for, like when I go for a mixed starter or whatever, well, they actually never include any of the balls in there.
No, I'm assuming obviously when you say it's mixed prawn, pork, and chicken, obviously it's one ball that's pork, one all it's for, rather than all in.
That's how I'm thinking, unless they've mashed it together and put it in the ball, like created a little.
Yeah.
But I would assume, like you have, that they, because in my mind I was thinking, oh, maybe they mash it together and then coat it and then fry the ball. But then the secondary thought was, oh, maybe it's one of each, so you get like a good mixture.
Eva said, no, Chinese is not for me. So that's fair enough. It's not
fair enough. It's not
taste.
everyone's cup of tea, but I do it. You're not mad on it.
To be fair, I wouldn't. It's not my first choice.
Yeah.
If someone said to me, look, Mark, you can have anything you want. I'll pay for it. I'll take you out for a treat. This is where we're going. Where you pick it. Chinese wouldn't be my first pick. Oh, it's around 4 of each, says Ray. That makes sense. So 4 chicken, 4 pork. So do you and your husband?
That'd be nice.
Do you and your husband fight over a particular one? Do you prefer the chicken, the pork, or the prawns?
Well, they can't fight over it because they wouldn't know which one's which.
No, that's true.
Yeah, they're all in the same ball, so they wouldn't know.
Yeah, Eva, that's what I thought, Eva. I prefer to cook food myself rather than live as I have been spending up to 120 weeks on an Indian takeaway meals.
It can be expensive.
It can actually. Do you know what? One thing that Kelly and I got into a really bad habit during the lockdown was that we were doing so many takeaways, at least 3 or 4. Well, I say at least, and I mean at least 3 a week.
Yeah, 3. Yeah,
it was at least 3
a
week, and it's just that they would say to me at work, "Don't you ever cook?" I said, "No, I do." But it's just that because I'm working and somebody doesn't like to cook.
Yeah, I'm not mad on it, to be honest. I can cook, but I'm just like, it just doesn't fill me with anything.
Takeaway? All right, yeah, let's do that. Takeaway.
And then Mark go, I'm not getting a takeaway. I go, well, I'm getting a takeaway. Go, all right.
Well, if you're having one, I'm not going without. So yeah, takeaway. So I would end up getting a takeaway too. But yeah, we've cut back a lot now. A lot.
Yeah.
Really a lot as well. Well, for several reasons, money-wise, because it is expensive. And, also as well, like I say, just health reasons really.
Yeah.
Although that being said, we're very lucky because we've got some very healthy, nice takeaways around here.
Yeah, I mean, and like sometimes when I go out, and it's not all the time, but sometimes I will have a salad, or I will order a salad within our takeaway or something like that. But yeah, I don't eat salad all the time.
So Ray said, I don't mind cooking, but I like a takeaway. Do you know what? It's nice to do the takeaway.
Especially on a Friday.
Well, exactly. When you really don't want to cook, it's nice just to have that in there. Aoife said it adds up when I was purchasing Indian takeaways 3 or 4 days a week. Oh my God.
Yeah. That
you really like your Indian takeaways. Yeah. Our Chinese cost £34, which is not too bad.
See, £34, and it sounds like you don't get as much as what I would get.
Kenny gets a heck of a lot. That sounds so bad, actually.
Yeah, there you go. See?
I stand corrected.
I told you.
Sorry, Ray, I do stand corrected.
And she's in Birmingham.
So from there as well, because I know in Birmingham you've got the Curry Mile, haven't you? Which is all the famous Indian restaurants. Do you have something very similar, like one big area that does other types of cuisine? Or is your area sort of very mixed with its cuisine? Ray said that's for 2 of us. So, £34 split between 2. Yeah. What's that? Roughly about £15, £16, £17 each.
Yeah. And ours is normally 20 each. 40 pounds.
It's not. It's more than 40.
It's not more than 40.
I can assure you.
I can tell you Wagamama's is more than 40.
Yeah, yes. Wagamama's is expensive.
Wagamama's is expensive, yes.
That's because you get about 6 starters.
And who eats the 6 starters?
I have one. I have one.
All I can hear is, can I have some of this? Can I have some of that? Can I have some of this?
What if it's there?
No, but I'll say to you, let's order. What do you want? I'll have this and this. All right. I order whatever I want. And then it's like, can I have some of that? Can I have some of this? Can I have some of that?
Kelly's got an amazing ability to order food when someone else is paying for it, haven't you?
Or when I'm paying for it, I'll order just as much. And somebody still will eat. That is not their share.
No, exactly. So does but I think one of the habits we did get into, and Ray, I don't know if you do this with your, or Aoife as well, if you do ever do this when you do order your takeaways, but we used to get into this state and we got really bad with the orders. Kenny and I couldn't agree on a food to have. So for example, Chinese, Indian, stuff like that. So we got to an even worse habit of ordering from 2 separate places, which was even worse because you get 2 delivery charges.
Well, we if you are with Deliveroo and you have Amazon Prime, you don't. If your order is over £25, which when is it not over £25, it's free delivery. So but Mark forever wants seafood pizza, and
I've not had
nobody,
that for a long,
you
long
haven't had
time,
it for a
to
long
be
time.
fair.
But that, so when we, my thing is quite broad, whereas Mark's quite singular. He'll only eat this or he'll only eat that, whereas I'm quite, do you know what I mean? So like with me, I like pho, I like Chinese, I like
Pho.
you know, I don't mind KFC, I don't mind Nando's, I don't mind McDonald's, I don't mind high or low, it doesn't really, do you know what I mean? I'm quite
Aoife likes
broad.
alokima, which is potatoes, peas, onions, and lamb mince.
Oh, like a keema naan.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind Indian. You don't mind Indian either.
No, I love India. And actually,
Yeah.
we haven't had that for a long, long time. I think
Yeah.
we've mentioned this many times before. There was a really good Indian restaurant
Yeah.
near us, and it changed hands, and we haven't been there since because it changed hands twice.
We've had it a few times. It's just not as
No,
good. And I think when something's not as good, there's no point in wasting time eating it.
Ray said, my area, we have everything: Turkish, Indian, Chinese, African, chicken places, dessert shops, everything you want. Oh, do you know, now I've got to talk about Turkish food for a little bit. I love Turkish food. Now, I work in North London, which has got some of the best Turkish restaurants and Greek restaurants there. Really do recommend, guys, if you do get a chance, I'm not, obviously you have to depend on the restaurant itself, but Turkish food I cannot recommend enough. The fish dishes are fantastic. If you've never tried it before, be adventurous, give it a go.
And the only sort of like dishes that I really like, if I'm choosing from a Greek is souvlaki, the pork souvlaki. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. I don't mind Turkish, I don't mind Greek, it's okay.
No,
But I'm not as big into it as Mark is.
Aoife said, even when I was ordering over 25 euros worth, I still got a 7.75 to 10 euros delivery. So, oh my God, €7.50 to 10 euros delivery charge.
Wow.
Oh my word.
But is that in Deliveroo, or is that from the restaurant itself, or is that relatable to where you live? But even then,
that is shocking.
Normally a lot of places deliver, like if you order direct from the Chinese place, there's a minimum order and there's no delivery fee. So most Chinese is £15. The minimum order is £15 for it to be free delivery.
I can't get over that.
So to get something that is like, you know, £10 delivery or €10, almost €10 delivery is crazy.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would just go in and get. You just drive yourself.
Yeah, and go and get it. It'd be cheaper
for that amount. That is scandalous, Aoife. That is absolutely. But the trouble is, like I say, if you are in a remote area, they've got you over a barrel because if everybody else charges that, you haven't got it. But that is absolutely scandalous.
Yeah.
Ray said, I'm 10 minutes drive from Birmingham city centre.
Wow.
Oh, you're in Handsworth. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah. So basically, you've got an absolute choice of what you want. Ray said, I love the sheep kebab with Turkish bread. Oh yeah, and salad. Turkish bread is
it's very
amazing.
Nice. So Aoife's saying direct, so they are charging that to get to you. I would, if you have Amazon Prime, I don't know if you do or not, but if you have Amazon Prime, I would join Deliveroo, because when you order over £25 worth, delivery is free. They do charge an admin of 99 pence. But yeah, I would have a look in Deliveroo.
Ray says she paid £3.10 for her delivery.
Right, okay.
Which makes sense actually. Do you know?
Yeah, it's normally about £3 delivery charge, which is the same as if you would drive to go and get it yourself, to be quite honest.
So I'm just going to do a bit of googling, because Eva said, please Google Maps Valley House to Knock in Mayor, right? So I'm just going to do that right now.
While Mark is doing that, I want to show you some of the purchases that I've made this week. So you know I'm into my mini. There was a, so it's all Harry Potter related. There was a frame that I wanted, and I had it in my basket, and I thought, you know what, I'll leave it for a bit, and then I'll buy it sort of towards the end of the month. Don't think it's sold out. And I'm so annoyed. It comes from the States, and I'm so annoyed that I waited. And it's gone now. But anyway,
We haven't won the lottery, by the way. Kelly's just been enjoying.
No, I just get things that are. I try to buy things that are less than £10, by the way. So anyway, on to what I've got. So another one to go with my mini is this Harry Potter light up wreath here. And I got this because I thought, do you know what? It's going to sell out. And I know it's not Christmas, but it's going to sell out. And then I'm going to be disappointed. So I got this little wreath. And I also bought Mark something, but I don't think he's brought it upstairs.
No, it's downstairs.
So let me open this in the meantime.
While you're doing that,
you're checking out.
So you're almost like you're very much sort of Central Island.
So it comes with Harry's wand. So I feel that's super cute. But I'm going to show you the sticker book first. So Christmas in the Wizarding World is what it says. So you're seeing it the first time I'm seeing it. Oh, it's not a sticker book. But yeah, you can see there. Which is really kind of cool. So I love that little book. It will go in my little library.
Sorry, just while you're doing that, Eva said Bally is called Ballyhornis. It's 12 minutes by car, according to this, or 20 minutes by bus. 2 hours, 20 minutes walking, or half an hour cycling. Well, that is shocking.
12 minutes, but to charge €10 almost.
That is absolutely
crazy. Shocking. Okay, so I have the little wreath, which is right there, which I think is so cute. And then you have, look at the tiny wand.
So this is more of Kelly's purchasing of Harry Potter.
So this is the wand. I don't know if it's going to work, but supposedly when you tap it, maybe it needs batteries. But when you tap it, it's supposed to.
Let's have a look. I'll open that. Oh dear, I haven't got any.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll get some batteries because it probably needs some batteries. Turn the lights on and off. No, I don't.
As you're demoing it. Yeah, you'll need the batteries in it. Let me go and put some batteries in it. Oh, so Eva says she's going to Primark. It looks nicer where you are. I just had a quick look at the Google Maps pictures. Yeah, if you want to demo that. Right, guys, I will be back.
Okay, so in the meantime, so basically, I've been looking around for the mirror of Erised, and it's sold out everywhere, so I can't get the mirror of Erised. So I managed to get a keyring though to go with my minis. And look at that. The mirror of Erised. How cute is that? There you go. So I've got that, which I thought was super, super cute. And that will go with my little mini village, which is building up next to me. And it's so cute to have it out. I thought I might take this little chain off, but I don't know. I'll have to have a little think about that. But in the meantime, I'll put it right here with my little minis. With the mirror of Erised, the other one, it actually had a little back to it so that it would sort of sit, so that it had a little back leg to it. Now, the next thing, which is the last thing, is this. So, I don't know if, yeah. So there you go. It's the Quidditch. So let's open it up. You're seeing it for the first time. I'm seeing it. How cool is that? So you got the snitch, the golden snitch right there. Then you got the quaffle and the bludgers. So let me take this off. And here you'll see the, if I can grab it out. Ooh, I don't know if it pops out. It should pop out actually. There is the, I can't get it out. Why can't I get it out? Let's see how this works.
Right, I'm back. Aoife said West Coast, an hour and a half from Galway.
Wow.
The takeaway staff told me that they would be charging a taxi fee. Oh, I see. So they haven't got. That makes sense. So if you're doing home delivery, they don't have their own delivery service. They have to use a taxi.
Right. Okay. So do you not have Deliveroo and all of that there then? You must not.
She said cute and dinky. I don't know if she meant the toy or the you. Okay, so try that then. I put batteries in that.
Oh, okay. So there wasn't batteries in there?
No, you normally find it. So that if anybody's at all interested in buying any of this at all, just bear in mind you do need a very tiny screwdriver.
There you go. Look, so it lights up.
Oh, that'd be good for Christmas, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Christmas wreath.
We'll take the batteries out of that because they can go.
There you go. So that's off. That's on.
The magic, look.
And they twinkle as well. That's cool.
Yeah, so sorry, go back to what I was saying. So if anybody is interested in buying any of this stuff at all, just be what, look at those. So that's the size of the screws. They are very, very small. So a normal screwdriver is just far too large for those. You would need the kind of screwdrivers you get. So if anybody wears glass, it looks like planets. It does a bit actually. They do look like planets, but they are sort of wreaths. You can see that there. It's wreathed with lights. So you can see the holly there. It does look like planets, but that's the holly. And then you've got the lights. But going back to what I was saying, you know, if anybody does wear glasses, you get the very tiny screws on the side of the glasses. They're that sort of size, so you would need a sort of a specialist screw kit to do that. So just be wary of that because they do not come with batteries.
Right. Well, I can't get these quaffles out.
Well,
I can't
you
get
might
these.
not supposed to. You might not.
No, because I've seen people take them out online.
Do you want to have a go?
No, because you don't have any patience and you'll break it. I know what you're like.
Says a woman pulling them out.
No, I'm not pulling them out. I'm just trying to push it out.
Careful.
Just gonna go pushing it out. But no, this doesn't. Maybe if I okay. Maybe if I just slide it out and see.
Oh, you do have delivery to bigger towns, says Aoife.
Right. Okay, but they just don't deliver to you, which is a shame, really, because you lose out.
Well, funny because my parents are in quite an isolated area. And they said that as well. They still get the delivery though, but I think it really is dependent on the area.
We'll have to look into that. Anyway, no.
Let me just see.
I'll show you, but I know what you're like, so don't start pulling and thingy and everything.
Just out of interest, let me have a look. Are you sure these are? I don't think these are supposed to come out. I think they are supposed to be Quidditch balls just left in there.
Oh, look.
Don't know how that was able to do. Just pull.
Oh, look. So, okay, so we've got the quaffle with the, and you can see the little Harry Potter logo there. But yeah, I mean with the Hogwarts logo, not the Harry Potter logo, but the Hogwarts.
Yeah, these ones obviously are harder to pull out. But yeah, that's all you need is just pull them out.
Well, I did try to pull it out, but it didn't work.
Try again.
Didn't work.
There you go.
No, I was going twisting it and everything.
Those side ones are harder to pull out.
Yeah.
I won't try those ones as well. Very nice.
Yeah. See, they've got little dents in them where they've been hit by the bats.
So yeah, there we are. So these are Kelly's purchases.
Yeah.
Hey, Alicia says hello.
Hey, Leash. and inside there's a little booklet.
How are you, Alicia? You okay?
Oh, it's a poster. Oh, it's a poster.
It's quite heavy. This actually, this ball is quite heavy.
Because that's the quaffle.
But the other side ones, you don't. So these are Alicia. She's been purchasing some more Harry Potter stuff.
So there you go. And that's the little poster that you get. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What?
No,
I knew you were. No, you were trying to take them out, and I said not to do that.
There we are.
Telling you.
So how you been, Leash? You okay? What have you been up to? Anything exciting? Oh, actually, fact, these things seem to change colour as they glow. Oh no, they don't. It's just the same colour. They
twinkle. They twinkle.
There you go. And you can actually hang up the wreath.
Yeah.
Alicia says, I'm good. I'm just had a lovely Chinese. Everyone's going for Chinese.
Maybe Mark might treat me to Chinese.
No, not today you won't.
Oh, look at Mark. Yeah, not today.
I'm good. Just have a lovely Chinese. So going to chill out now. Hope you're both good. Yeah, we're both
we are.
And work. How is work going? Have you finished for the week? Eva said, I was looking so forward to receiving a study grant to undertake an iTech level 5 with reflexology. Wow. I got turned down and passed to an unemployment basic pathway course with sciatic. I'm gutted. Oh, sorry to hear that. That must be really annoying, actually, when you've got your heart set on something.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, you get turned down for something which is not what you wanted. Yeah, Alicia's laughing at you, telling me off.
Yes. Some people need telling off,
Yeah, and she's laughing because you're not getting your Chinese.
I know.
You've got your
being mean
whilst you enjoy your Starbucks. Alicia said, work's going well, can't complain. We had oh yes, of course, it was World Book Day yesterday. So I was busy, but so happy it's the weekend, so I can relax slightly. How did World Book Day go because you're at the children's centre? So did it go okay? Did you have?
Who would you dress up as?
World Book Day. So again, we'll put that question to you guys. If for World Book Day, who would you dress up as, and the reasons why? Oh, I don't know, from a book. So is it a character from a book?
Yeah.
I would probably. So one of my favourite books. Don't ask me why, but I just really enjoyed reading it. Was A Clockwork Orange. So I might go as one of those characters, although it's quite a violent book. If not, would you do one of the Harry Potter characters as your favourites, or would you do Twilight?
No, I would want to do something a bit more funky.
Oh, Alicia dressed up as Thing 2.
Something that is a little bit out there. I don't know. I'd have to go back to the books that I've read and have a look. Maybe I would probably go for something from a children's book, probably, but I just don't know what I would go as.
Yeah, so that's a good question, actually. I think, and I like the fact you went as Thing 2.
Yeah.
Eva said, so much for my being legally able to get the proper reflexology qualification. It means scraping on a below minimum living wage. Well, no, I think with your qualifications, you should be able to.
Yeah, you have so many.
Yeah.
You have so many qualifications. I'm sure there is an avenue that could lead to, what it is that you want to do.
Yeah, and CTEC, she says CTECs don't do the funding for it.
Right.
No, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, so going back to Book Day, one of my favourite characters as a kid was Tintin. But I haven't got ginger hair, and I'd have to quaff up this a bit. But I'd maybe go as Tintin.
Yeah, I would go as something from a children's book. I think I just don't know what. I'd have to really sit down and think.
Oh, but also love the never-ending story, so I'd be even tempted to do that. Alicia said, to be fair, I don't have a favourite. I just go with what's popular at the time, or we usually do it as a team. But we were all different yesterday. We had a Scarecrow, Smurfette, Queen of Hearts. Oh, I see. So Eva said they only push you into working. That's true, because they want you to keep doing the course, then get back to work. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That is a bit difficult. But yeah, you will get the courses, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
And go for it that way. But that's good. I'm so glad World Book Day went well and the class loved it as well. That's really nice to hear. It's one of those things, actually, I think the kids do enjoy. And I remember when your two did World Book Day, one went as Harry Potter, and oh gosh, I don't remember what the other one was now.
I don't even remember.
I know, I did one about Harry Potter, and I forget. You showed me the photo. This is when they were much, much younger.
Yeah, when they were small.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, exactly.
Aww.
With the times. But yeah, always good to. I think Harry Potter's always
I
been
like it when the kids get involved, though.
Thing 1 and Thing 2, Angela Ballerina. The kids were Harry Potter, Hermione, Spider-Man, Batman, Cinderella, etc. Eva said, I desperately need the iTech level 5, which minimally costs €1,800 to €5,000.
Yeah,
they can be expensive, actually.
Yeah, any of the higher courses. I think at the moment I am doing a level 2 course, but I eventually need to do the level 7 course. But it doesn't go succinctly, like it doesn't go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you do a 2 and then you go to 7. I just need to look at it a bit more.
Well, I thought when I finished my degree, I did think about perhaps doing a master's degree, but then now this is back in 1997. They wanted 10 grand back then. I just thought to myself, "What? God knows what it would cost now. God knows." But that was expensive back then. Alicia said, "Yeah, Mark, they were Harry Potter and Captain America." Oh, that was right. I do remember Captain America. That was the other one.
We have another nephew, and well, for his birthday, he got dressed up as Captain America, and then during the party did a quick costume change and changed into another character. I don't know what the other character was, but it was so funny for him to then get dressed up in one costume and then halfway through want to get dressed up in another costume. We didn't do things like that when I was younger. Like I do remember, because when I was a lot younger, Princess Diana was supposed to be coming to our council estate. It was during one of the Queen's Jubilees. I don't remember which one it was. But I know I was very little at the time, and I'm sure my mum dressed me up as a clown. And it's the only time that I remember dressing up. And one of the girls, she dressed up as Aunt Sally from Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah,
and she looked so good. She looked really, really good. But that's the only time I actually remember dressing up. Princess Diana didn't turn up that day. It was meant to be Princess Diana and Charles. But they didn't turn up. It was like a whole big street party. And they had laid out all these tables and chairs and stuff like that. But they did that back then. They don't do that now. But,
a guy I used to work with, he told me a story. It made me laugh. I won't say his name, but he was telling me, let's just call him John. This wasn't his real name. Let's call him John. So when he was young, so this is in the 80s, Margaret Thatcher came to visit his school. This is when she was Prime Minister.
Wow.
So and basically the government had invested a lot of money in the school's technology. So of course they'd given each put a room full of computers. So this is the old 80s computers. And they told the children, right, none of you are to be rude to Mrs. Thatcher. You must be sit there. But we need to demonstrate that you guys are using the computer. So I want you to sit down and use the computers. Of course, he'd never used one before. And they said, John, sit down, just sit down. He goes, but I don't know what I'm doing. They sit down. And he was, I sat down. I don't know what I was doing. Next thing I turn around, Margaret Thatcher comes and approaches and goes, so what are you doing? And he said, I turned to her and go, I don't know. They just told me to sit. I don't know what I'm doing. And they went, hey, Mrs. Thatcher, if you'd like to go and just shepherd him out. Oh, it's so funny. Poor John. Yeah, it wasn't his name, by the way. Eva said, Department of Social Welfare turned down my application for another €1,000. Oh, but just keep going with it.
Yeah.
You will find something. You will keep finding, and you might find, you can get sponsorships. So you may find that some employers will sponsor you to do something. I know it's hard because there aren't many that do, but you might be able to find one that will do that. So hopefully.
A lot of employers now do courses, but what is, no, it's not unfair, but what is, because it's a perk really to be able to, for your employers to pay for your courses. But a lot of places do it only if it's relevant to the work. So say I wanted to learn French, they wouldn't pay for that, which is it's a real shame that you can't study something of your choice, although it is a perk. So to be honest, it's not a lot of companies do it. So if you do get a company that does do it, then that's great. The other way is if you work in a university or a college, and then they do pay for you to study whatever course that you want. So yeah, that is another way to have a look at colleges and universities.
Eva said, yeah, so living on €50 food and 50 electricity, put 100 a week away towards an iTech level 5 within reflexology. There's a €200 deposit. Yes, it is tough.
Yeah.
Especially energy bills. I mean, our last electric bill, our electric and gas combined cost me £750. 750. So it is expensive.
No, I think no, 650.
No, 750 is 300 and something each.
No, yeah, 300. So 656.
Oh, there you go. So Alicia said, my childcare courses were paid for by my employers.
Yeah.
But if you were dropped out, you would have to pay it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what? Also, as well, some places what they'll do is they will fund your course. I've noticed, but the proviso is you must work for them for so many years. So some places I know as well, they'll pay for a course as well, but they will insist you sign a contract to say that you'll work for them for a minimum of 3 years.
Right.
Well, which you can understand. What they don't want is them paying for it, and then you
go off somewhere else. And that's fair enough. But there is a place where I was working before. There was a guy who came and worked, and he said what would be good is if people have other skills, they do classes for you to learn other skills. So if somebody if somebody speaks French, they run a class and you attend the class to speak French, and then they do it in sets like that. So he was good at IT. So if you wanted to learn how to do coding, then you could attend and he would teach you how to do coding and things like that. So it's almost like an exchange of skills. But of course, as in many workplaces, these things never you put forward a suggestion and then these things never come to fruition. So
Eva said the €1,800 by saving 100 a week. Wow, that's impressive. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
That is really impressive. Well done.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
In order to achieve what you want in life these days, you have to make it happen for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
But so I'm still laughing at the story. I never forget when you told me that story about Margaret Thatcher coming to visit his school. I did think that was really, really funny. We never. I don't know about you guys. We never had any like high-level politician or that I can remember visit our school, or high-level profile guest.
No, we never. Where obviously growing up in the centre of London, there were people that came to the schools in the centre, but my parents moved us when we were very young, so we missed out on all of those types of things because they normally go to London borough schools.
Yeah.
And although we do come under London, they don't come as far out really. They rarely come to the suburbs. Rarely.
And to be honest, if they did come and visit, I wouldn't have probably known who they were.
Just to let you know, these are my wands. So you can see these are the Harry Potter ones, but this one is bent. That annoys me. But it's because it was sitting in with the wreath. But this is a larger version. These are both minis, right? I do have a bit. I don't have the actual wand size version, like the proper one. But these are both Harry Potter, and I do have a pen that is also a Harry Potter wand, and I think I've got a pencil that's a Harry Potter wand. And I've also got Dumbledore's pen wand. They're pens, but these ones are. This one lights up. So I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. Then it goes on, and this one activates the wreath. So just to let you know.
There you go. So for those of you into Harry Potter, I got mesmerised then by the wands. I was like, oh no, it's on and off, on and off. Oh right, yeah.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I'm back. Yeah, there you are. For the Harry Potter fans, there you go. So Kelly, as you can see, has been doing a lot of Harry Potter purchasing, but they are actual fact. I've got to say, these boxes are nice little gifts, and they are relatively cheap.
Yeah.
This one, they range from £7.99 to £10.
Yeah.
So they are, and you get the little thing, and I mean, obviously, it's not the most expensive of goods, but it's a nice little gift.
Do you know what it is? It's nice for collectors. So, like, if you have a child or an adult or a friend that collects these things, to sort of buy them this, on and off, they can build up a real nice little collection.
Minnie would love these.
Oh, would she?
Minnie Hippie, I think.
Oh yeah,
she would
yeah,
like
she
these.
would. Yeah, she would.
Minnie would like those. They're nice little gifts there.
Yeah,
as well.
they're nice little sort of like, just sort of things to have, and I put them all on the one place. Oh, I've taken the thing out of the box, by the way, so now you can see a bit better. So
What's this again? This is the House of Spells.
No, this is Ollivander's. Yeah. So so you have.
Does it? What is there a button? Does it move anything? There's a little button on the side. I noticed.
There's this button which is.
Oh, it moves the stairs.
Yeah. So that moves the stairs.
I looked on the instructions. It says the light moves.
Yeah, this light. So this light here.
Oh, okay.
So it can come down, but it's a little bit finicky.
I don't know why. It does look a bit like Lego.
Yeah, it does. But it's not.
Oh, I see. So it basically is designed as a zigzag on the side, so you can actually put the light at different levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one. And you also get a little Ollivander. So there's Ollivander with his one.
Was that by John Hurt who played it in the movie?
Yes.
That's right.
And then you have.
So another little bit here. So for those of you seeing, apologies who've seen this already. We did review this again on Tuesday, but Kelly's very, very excited by the.
Well, no, because I couldn't get it out of the box.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. So now this is out of the box. So now you can see.
There you go.
That's the Quidditch.
And they go up and down.
Yeah. So as they're going, they go up and down. You see.
There you go. So any budding Harry Potter fans out there, there's part of the gear. And there's one more thing, isn't there?
Yeah, you get this with it, which is strange because I feel like this is not Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. So this is Gryffindor and this is Slytherin, because you've got 4 houses, right?
Why is there only 3?
Yeah, there's only 3. I don't even know what that sticks on, because there's so maybe you must just swap them out, I suppose, maybe.
Oh yes, yeah, so
you must.
Yeah, you'd have thought they'd given you
swap them out, but there's only 3. There's no well, this isn't even the color, because Hufflepuff is yellow and Ravenclaw is blue.
So maybe it's supposed to be the blue.
But what's supposed to be blue? Because that's Slytherin, which is Malfoy, and that's a red, because that's good.
Unless it's supposed to be like a referees type thing. So it's supposed to be just to box it off. You'd have thought they'd given the other houses.
Yeah, the 2 other houses, but yeah.
Anyway, sorry guys, we were getting so distracted there with the
thinking like, why have they done it this way?
Why are they going that way?
So there we go.
There we are. So there we are. That's the Harry Potter bits as well. Now, I did record. I was saying to Kelly actually before we went live. I said, "Have we done our recommendation of food for the week?"
No.
So we did. No, we did. We did.
Oh yeah, we did one on Tuesday. Yes.
So we remember. Now I would re-show it, but we've eaten it. So our recommendation for the week was the. So at the moment, well, I say at the moment, they have been doing these for a while. Hotel Chocolat are doing 3 of their selection boxes. Now it used to be 3 for 10. They have upped it. It's now 3 for £12. But we did all our selection as well. We've eaten, believe it or not, well, yeah, you probably can believe it. We have eaten all of the chocolates. So this is what we call Ray section, because we know Ray, you love your chocolates, but that was our recommendation for the 3 from Hotel Chocolat. You recommended the Florentine. Well, we both recommend the Florentine. That's our favourite. We also, what else wanted to get? The 2 caramel ones.
The caramel fudge sundaes,
which is the small little cup one. I'm doing this as if it helps, but it's a small little fudge cup. And also now the new ones they've got 3 bunnies that they just brought in. So they're obviously coming up for Easter. Well, this wouldn't even have a chance to last that long, because the flavour you went for was the caramel.
Yeah. The caramel sauce centre, and I love anything with caramel in it, but I don't like Cadbury's caramel.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a good caramel.
So this one was, like I said, it's the 3 bunny shapes. They've only got them, I'm assuming, for a limited time because they're doing them from Hotel Chocolat and obviously up to Easter.
Yeah.
So that's what tends to happen. My favourite one, I've got to say, is though the Eton Mess one, which we didn't get.
Well, you could have got it. You didn't get it. You could have got it. You didn't get it.
But the 3, you picked
The three. But hold on a second. You said pick the 3 that you want. So I picked the 3 that I want.
Okay.
Right. But also, you also like the Florentine.
Yeah.
But if you wanted the best one, why didn't you just say pick 2 and I'll pick 1?
Or no, I thought you were getting to the fact we should have just got 6.
Well, we could have got 6.
No, well, that's £24. I normally put so Eva said I normally put anywhere between 20 to 50 euros a week on the prepay power electric meter.
Yeah, that is the best thing because it helps you in the end.
Had you ever considered moving on to the because we used to have prepay electric, and it works out much more expensive doing it prepay than doing it by bill. Now, they did do ours for free, so they converted it from prepay to meter. But yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, so we went back to bill.
Yeah, but it's more expensive doing it prepay.
I think when you rent a property, your landlord is more likely to put in a
Prepay.
meter.
Yeah, they do prepay because they don't have to pay anything.
Well, it's not that, but it's in case you run up a bill or you get behind and things like that.
For that reason.
So yeah, because your property can be blacklisted, you can't blame a landlord for that.
No,
you would need, yeah, you 100%. I mean, that's what I would do. I 100% would put a meter in. Of course, you hate meter because you have to remember to top it up.
You have to remember to top it up. If it goes out during the night, you've had it because there's nowhere to go top it up.
The thing is to remember it's one of those things that you have to keep an eye on. Like, if you don't pay your electricity bill, your lights will go out. It's as simple as that. But you have to remember to pay it.
Yeah, true. But I thought they stopped that now. I think it's actually illegal for them to turn it off. I think they just have to take you to court because you're not allowed legally. Again, in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you're not illegally allowed to cut somebody's water off, even if they don't pay their bill. You have to keep that on for legal because obviously because water is an absolute necessity.
Yeah, but then again, if you have to think of a landlord, but if you're not going to pay your bills, his property would become blacklisted, or her property would become blacklisted. So you'd put in a meter. 100%. That's what I would do.
Anyway,
if I was a landlord.
That aside, what have you been watching recently? Because we're going to ask you guys, have you got anything for us you can recommend for us to watch? Now, we did watch, I can't remember if we said this in the live last time, but I'll say it anyway. We did watch a film that I thought was very, very good. You were sort of so. Oh, Karen, hello.
Hey, Karen. How are
ears
you?
look good, Kelly.
Thank you very much.
How are you, Karen? You well? Everything good? Nice. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We were just talking about what films we've been watching and there's any recommendations. So one of my recommendation, I don't know if you would recommend it as well. There's a film called Nobody. And I don't know, I've got to be careful how I describe this because it can give away the plot. So I'm not going to go into too much detail.
And I guessed it.
So Kelly guessed it. She said, oh, it's like this film. It's like another similar film. And when I looked at it, the DVD, actually in HMV, I popped into HMV in our local town, it said by the writers of X film. And I said, oh, God, you're right. It is similar to that. So Nobody is about a guy who is a nobody. And what he does, he lives with this family, urban sort of scenario, but his house gets robbed. And he has the opportunity to, the burglars come in there as well. Of course, he hears the noise and he goes downstairs with a golf club. And his son comes down and tackles one of the burglars. And he has the opportunity to hit the burglar over the top of the head, but he doesn't. He decides to hold fire on it. And of course, his son and his wife just seem as a bit weak and a bit timid. So he doesn't go ahead with it. I'll leave it there because I don't want to ruin it, but it's one of my recommendations. I really liked it. You were so with it.
I liked it, and I liked the premise of it, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay.
So if anybody knows, it was the I forget the actor's name, but he was in Breaking Bad as Saul, and obviously Better Call Saul as well. So
Yeah,
he
so
played
it's that
the
actor.
Saul, that actor. Oh, Karen said her favorite is The Notebook. Now, is that the one with Ryan Gosling? If it is, I really like that actually. I really enjoyed that. You've not seen The Notebook?
I watched part of it and it didn't hold me.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say?
Do you know what? There are a few films that are at, like, a lot of people really rated. What's the Meg Ryan one? When Harry Met Sally, right?
Hello, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, a lot of people rated When Harry Met Sally, and I just thought it's all right. And then there's the other one. What's the one with Sleepless in Seattle?
I've not seen that.
Another one, and I just thought.
Well, you recommended a Notebook for me. You said I should watch more
No.
romantic films.
Yeah, more romantic films, but I didn't recommend The Notebook. But anyway,
Hello again, Chloe.
So I didn't really rate When Harry Met Sally. I didn't rate Sleepless in Seattle. I didn't rate what is it? You Got Mail. I didn't rate that one.
I've not seen any of these. These are real 90s films.
I just thought,
Chloe, have you seen any good films recently? Oh, hello, Alicia, she says.
Oh, hi, Alicia.
Or anybody else? Anybody else got some films that they would recommend?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind romantic films. I quite like them. I really prefer comedies, but it's very, very difficult to make me laugh.
Karen said Notebook is a lovely film. Is that the right one? Am I thinking of the right one with Ryan Gosling? Is that the one? And it's a very young Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, with Rachel McAdams. I think.
Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Karen. If I'm right, I'm gonna go into my little spit take on it. But if I'm not, I'll shut up.
I think it's Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling.
So Chloe recommended Encanto.
Oh, Encanto.
Encanto, sorry.
Yeah, that's the cartoon Encanto.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the popular ones at the moment. I think there's 3.
And Mean Girls, Chloe recommended.
Rachel McAdams is in Mean Girls. Again, I thought. Do you know what? Mean Girls is a very modern day Clueless.
And Bratz.
Right. Oh, I've not seen Bratz.
I've not seen Bratz either.
I've not seen Bratz. I've seen Mean Girls.
I don't know if I've seen Mean Girls actually. I don't remember if I have or not.
Mean Girls is it's very of the time. Like, what's the one with Reese Witherspoon where she gets dressed up and she goes? She's quite.
Oh, Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. So you have Legally Blonde, and you have. There's lots of.
Chloe said we don't talk about Bruno. No.
We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, Karen said I know you two love Grease.
Do you know what? Yes, I loved Grease when I was younger, I thought, I absolutely loved it, and I remember singing along to all the songs and all of that. But you know, when you watch something and you rinse it out, but yet you do, I still enjoy the songs and stuff like that.
So I was going to say, Karen, so if it is the one I'm thinking of with Ryan Gosling, The Notebook, I did actually I tell you what I liked about it, because apparently when they cast Ryan Gosling in it, this is before he was famous, and they didn't want what they thought a traditionally good-looking guy. Ironically, he went on to become a heartthrob. But I did love the whole premise of it, and I thought it was a very sad ending as well, because when they show
don't reveal the ending.
I won't reveal the ending. But it was a very, very sad ending, because obviously it's showing the couple as they're older. Pets at Home 1 and 2 also, Karen. I've not seen that actually. Is that something you've been watching with your family?
I've watched Pets at Home 1, but I haven't watched 2 yet. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, Pets at Home is when then the big dog comes to live, isn't it? So you have the first dog, and then the second dog comes to live in the house.
Chloe said it was our wedding. It was our wedding, and there was not a cloud in the sky. No clouds allowed in the sky. No. I think that's
that must be lines from the film.
Oh, Charlie, hello. How are you?
Hey, Charlie.
Everything good? Chloe said, "Oh, Harry Potter, you love." So, Chloe, should we tell Chloe about the cinema in the park?
Oh, I'll speak to her mum about it.
All right, we'll check it. So they are going to do. Hang on, it's coming out of focus as well. Yeah. Which Harry Potter is your favourite, Chloe?
Yeah.
Ray says I want to see Ali and Ava.
Oh, I've not heard of that one.
What's Ali and Ava?
Oh, I've not heard of that one. No, not
So
at all.
Ray, what is that? Talk us about that one. I've not seen that one at all.
There are a couple of films out. I'm just trying to think. I've been watching television programs, so I really like.
Oh, sorry, Karen. So Karen's good. Look, I'm not very good. Not very good with actors' names. There's me go. Is it Ryan Gosling? Is it Ryan Gosling? So it's a very young, young-looking guy. So the premise is obviously where a set in the I'd say the 50s or maybe the 60s, where one young man's trying to tempt another one.
Right. Well, let's not, because
I'm not giving the plot away. It's a basic love story.
First of all, you said it's sad at the end, so that gives something away. Which nobody ever wants to hear the ending of a film, but oh yeah, it's sad at the end, isn't it? And I was just like, well, why are you even talking about? Don't talk about films. You only give a very, very general summary.
What could you get? I'm sorry, but what could you get away from a man meets a woman?
No, you already said it's a sad ending.
Charlie said he's in Leeds.
Oh wow!
What are you up to in Leeds? Are you doing any videos in Leeds? And are you going to be filming some bits in Leeds? I've never been to Leeds. Chloe said too much decision.
I have been watching a couple of television programs at the moment. So I've been watching Resident Alien, and I think that's hilarious. Not hilarious, but it's really good. And it's definitely worth a watch. And it is about an alien and how he interacts with us, really. So that's a really good one. And then the other one, what was I watching? Oh, I've been watching Bel-Air. So, and it's based on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
For those of you who remember the 90s version.
But it's a more, they've made it more of a drama. Okay. Rather than.
So I just stop you there. So Ray said Ali and Ava is actually a love story. A guy in an arranged marriage falls in love with a teaching assistant. Looks good.
Oh.
I've not heard of that actually.
No.
Chloe says she loves your headbands.
Thank you.
And Karen said kids' funny film is Captain Underpants. My grandchildren love it and I love it too.
I'll have to take a look at that one.
Oh, so Charlie's doing a film of the premiere in Leeds.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be interesting actually, because it'd be good to compare. How's it compared so far with the premiere-ins you've been to as well? Because you've been to quite a few.
And how's the breakfast?
Yeah,
more importantly, how is the room and how is the breakfast? They're two important things.
No, you may have just arrived, so you may not have had the breakfast yet, but I'll be interested to see what the breakfast is like.
Yeah.
In there as well. Love a hotel breakfast.
Yeah. I was editing a video before. By the way, I watched because my 3 programs that I watch: Lingo, Tipping Point, and The Chaser. And I watched The Chaser, and I thought tonight was a good one because the last few days, the Lingo and The Chaser and Tipping Point haven't been that good.
So Ray said, I'd like to see the Batman. Yes, Ray.
Yes.
There's been a lot more of the trailers coming on at the moment, so I've seen quite a few of them as well.
And I've not been looking at the trailers.
Say anything. God,
he says that, and then he'll tell me the reveal that the Notebook is sad at the end.
Oh, Karen, there you go. Charlie saw Charlie's video this morning. It was excellent. There you go. Good review.
That's good review.
Well done, Charlie. Chloe said you should watch The Office. It's a comedy. I've never watched it, but it sounds funny. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched the.
Kelly does watch it.
Do you know what? I prefer the American version to the British version.
Yeah, which version were you thinking about, Chloe? Were you thinking about? I keep saying Chloe. Which version were you thinking about? The British version or the American? The American one is actually very, very good.
Yeah, I really like the American. And I've gotten to the season where James Spader is in it. He's the guy that plays in The Blacklist. And I absolutely love The Blacklist. That's another series I can highly recommend. And I really love James Spader. I love his characters. So he was in things like Pretty in Pink, and what other thing was he in? He's at the moment he's in what you call it in The Office in the American version. Yeah, the US version of The Office. Not at the moment. He's done his stint in it.
Oh,
but yeah.
So Ray said, "Oh my God, I love Lingo." She said, "Oh, Neha, hello.
Hey, Neha. How are you?
Oh, Nahar just said, I got my surgery today. I didn't realise you're having surgery on your foot. How did it go? Were you okay?
What type of surgery was it? And yeah, does it still hurt? How long is it going to take for it to heal?
I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you got to join us as well. I suppose you're just relaxing now after your surgery. I hope it wasn't too big an operation.
Gives you the weekend to relax.
Exactly. I think you should lie back, sit back, watch our show, and then watch a bit of Friends afterwards. And I hope you are feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm glad you joined us, and I hope everything's okay. Now, Ray. This is a lady after my own heart. She goes, I'm a trailer madman. I watch them all. I watch the trailers too. Now, what I can't do is I can't watch any trailers around Kelly because no.
Mark has this innate habit of Mark cannot give you a gist of something. Doesn't matter what you ask him, right? Mark has to give you the background.
Hello, Evelyn.
How it came about. What?
Pavna as well. Hello.
Hey, Pavna. Oh, in 1857, a man was born, and right? And you're but all I asked you was, why did you put the dish in the sink?
Oh, Nahar said, on your foot they took the verruca out with an injection.
They froze it.
Froze it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay now. Well. Your foot might be a little bit sore for a bit.
Yeah.
Pavnar said, hey, I hope you're both well on this lovely evening. I went to the cinema to watch the new Scream movie with my bro recently. It was well worth it. I absolutely love Sydney the character. Old school.
Oh, wow. Do you know what? I've never really been one for the screams, I've got to say. I remember being home one time and I was watching a video downstairs and my brother was upstairs and he decided to watch Scream. And then he came, after the first one, he came down. He's like, oh my God,
so Nahar said, no, they cut it off. They didn't actually freeze it off.
Oh,
which they can do. You can burn it, freeze it, or cut it off.
Oh, okay.
As long as they didn't cut your foot off, that's all that matters. You don't want you don't have to cut your foot off.
I would rather than freeze it off, I've got to say.
I've been very lucky actually. The verrucas I've ever had haven't been that bad. They do say if they're bad, you've got to have them removed like that. So yeah, I'm glad they got rid of it for you. Alicia said, yeah, Mark's thorough. Leave him alone.
Yeah,
Thank
I know.
You, Alicia.
Exactly.
Thank you, Alicia.
Why did you put the plate in the sink? Well, in 1857, a man was born. And I'm just like, what? All I asked was a simple question, but yeah, Mark really has to give you the whole details. That's why I don't like it when he watches
had it for
singing.
7 years. Oh wow. Yeah, so you need to get
you needed to get it removed. Yeah.
Where were we? Oh my God, I've got to go through. So Pavna, you enjoyed Scream. I've not seen the Scream movies for 8. To show how old I am, I actually remember watching the very first Scream in the cinema.
Oh really?
I watched the very first one in the cinema, and that was in the 1990s, way before Nahar was born. So that, but that was a long time ago. I remember watching that in the cinema, and I remember watching. Show my age. I watched E.T. in the cinema as well.
Oh no, I watched E.T. on video. Yeah.
No, I watched E.T. on the cinema. Chloe said, "Is your brother Dean?"
Yes, you should know that.
Yeah, no, I said, way. You're making us feel old. way before. Monica is in Scream. Yes, she is. I was going to say. Now you'll remember that because it's on Friend. Because you'll remember that from your Friends thing as well. Now the Friends cast went on and did different things. David Schwimmer, I think he went on to do Band of Brothers, so he did a few as well. Joey, Matt LeBlanc, actually went and did. They did a version of Forbidden Planet, and he was in there. He was in Forbidden Planet, but he hasn't done many movies. And Lisa Kudrow has done, who played Phoebe. She's done a few of them. Yeah,
Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion.
Yeah, the High School Reunion. That's the one I saw her in, but she hasn't done many since.
Monica actually met her husband. They're divorced now. He comes from a famous family. What was his sister's name? You have Arquette, David Arquette, his name is, and he's got 2 sisters that are quite well known. They met on screen. They got married while she was in Friends, and then they had a child together, and then they got divorced shortly after.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was true. But I think they met on the Scream set, didn't they?
Yeah, that's where they met.
Yeah, they met on the Scream set. But yeah, he's in Scream. Yeah, they were both married at the time. That was right. So they were married also when she was doing, Lisa Kudrow was doing, not Lisa Kudrow, when they what's her
Courtney
name?
Cox.
Courtney Cox was doing Friends as well.
Yeah, they got married because then her name changes to Cox Arquette.
Yeah, Cox
Halfway,
Arquette, that's right.
yeah.
So she was doing Cox Arquette, but yeah, when she was doing the Friends bit as well. And now you probably have seen it, but did you end up watching the Friends reunion on? Was it on Sky or was it?
Yeah,
on
it was on Sky.
Yeah, on Sky TV. Did you end up watching that as well? You thought, and I thought actually, to be fair, that the Friends reunion would be them doing another episode, at least just one episode, with them as they are aged now, but it wasn't. It was just them talking about the set.
Yeah, and the person who aged the best was Lisa Kudrow.
Yes, Karen, that's right. Ryan Gosling was the young Noah, James Gardner was the older Noah, and Rachel McAdams played Noah's wife. That's right. I couldn't remember James Gardner's name, but yeah, James Gardner. And I thought they did it really, really well. I thought the two of them actually were excellent, but Ryan Gosling was in that, and that was the film. And I did think that was a really good film.
Sorry, because
no, I did. Yes, you did watch the thing.
Yeah, I think that Lisa Kudrow aged the best out of all of them, and then second to that, I would have said Matt LeBlanc, Joey. They both aged quite well. But the stuff that that Courtney Cox put in her face is completely ridiculous. It made her face look really puffy. But she said it on one of the shows that she's been doing all these interviews and stuff, and now she's stopped. I think she's trying to dissolve the Botox that she's been putting in her face, just making her face look puffy.
Pavnar said, "Oh yes, in my opinion, it is." Pavnar said, "Oh, that's lovely. You're going way back." Yeah, I am afraid. However, old movies are so nostalgic. They have a lot of meaning behind them. It's just like old songs like Kylie Minogue compared to today. Friends is brilliant. You got another Friends fan.
Absolutely love Friends. So I still watch it now. I still have it on in the background. And
well, I was going to say actually, Nahal, these would have all been made before you were born. So the fact that you still like watching them just shows how popular it is.
But I think what made it really popular was the pandemic again. I think the pandemic, when we were on lockdown, I think it gave Friends a second breath of life.
Yeah. Nahal said Lisa Kudrow, Jennifer Aniston, Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer, Matthew Perry, and Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Oh, she's put them ages best to worst. All right, let's have a look.
Okay.
So according to Nahal, the ones that aged the best were Lisa Kudrow,
right?
Then Jennifer Aniston,
right?
Then Matt LeBlanc, then David Schwimmer, then Matthew Perry, and last Courtney Cox.
Oh, really?
Ow.
I would have put Matthew Perry last because he hasn't aged well at all. Bless him.
He got into drinking quite a bit.
Yeah, and
you'll see actual fact was it episode Series 8, Series 6, something like that?
I don't know, because he fluctuates throughout Friends.
He put on a lot of weight, and that's because he was into a lot. He drank a lot, so that's why he put on a lot of weight.
And then he lost weight, and then he gained weight, and then he lost weight. And the same with Joey as well. In a few of the seasons, you see Joey get quite big, then he loses weight again, then he gets quite big, then he loses weight again. But the girls pretty much stay the same. The only one that sort of gained weight was Lisa Kudrow, but that's because she got pregnant.
Yeah.
And then she lost the weight. And then in the last season of Friends is when Courtney Cox finally got pregnant with Coco.
Yeah. And there's Coco.
And there's Coco.
Not with Chloe, but with Coco.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So what was I going to say? Now, I don't know if you guys remember. Now, you guys may have not seen the film, but Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that's with Kevin Costner as Robin Hood. Now, this was in the 1990s. And what made me laugh was they were saying that, because it was all shot in England, it was actually shot in the Midlands. And what happened was that apparently Kevin Costner used all the film production crew were British. So Kevin Costner, when he was filming Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, asked the production crew, "What do you do when this is finished?" And they said, "Well, we will go to the pub. We just go, that's all we do." And he said, "Can I come along?" And they went, "You want to come with us? You're a hot big..." Now, bear in mind, he's a big A-list Hollywood star. And they said, yeah, well, of course you can. So he started to go to the pub every single day after filming. So anyway, after a few weeks of this, he put on a lot of weight. So much so that the director said, "Look, you've got to stop drinking because you're putting on a lot of weight." So some of the scenes, if you do watch Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, they had to have a body double in, and he will really lose clothes because he put on so much. And the reason he put on so much weight was that because he was doing a lot of drinking. Also, Nahar and Chloe are going to connect on Roblox.
Oh, okay.
How is your Roblox going, guys? Are you still, how many of you? How's your subscribers going, Nahar? You had quite a few actually.
Yeah, you had quite a few.
So how's that going? Are you still doing your connections there? What else was I going to say? So movies there. Thanks, guys, for remembering us as well. Some of those are real nostalgic movies that we saw. So we got The Notebook, and I did enjoy The Notebook. I did think that was a really, really good film. And also as well, Pavna was talking about the Scream series.
Chloe, I'm just going to take your username off, only because it's not something that everyone should see. But what you can do is, if you want, if both of you email me, if Nehar didn't get that, if both of you want to email me, then I can swap your thing rather than putting it on so everyone can see.
Just to protect you, really.
Just protect you.
I don't know what to upload. Would you consider, Nahar, doing a thing on, because you're quite good at graphics and stuff like that, would you do something on Friends with your graphics? And also as well, okay, thanks so much, says Chloe. There you go. Yeah, so going back to we were thinking of doing a Friends quiz.
Nahar did a really good Friends quiz on her.
Did you?
Yeah, on her Roblox. But I think you should maybe do a theme. So like you do a 3-part theme. So maybe you have, like, if there's certain scenes that you like or certain things like I love Bob's Burgers or something like that, and sort of do a theme on certain things or certain shows, certain films that you like, and do a 3-part series on each show kind of thing.
Oh, she said, yeah, but it didn't have many views. Because Kelly's favorite episode of Friends is the one where they have the quiz. So do you remember when they were bidding for Monica and Rachel's apartment? Ross then sets up a little quiz for them to do. So they do really, and they're asking all the different questions as well. And then at the end, of course, because they get a tie, Ross does a lightning round. And then in the lightning round, of course, as you know, Joey and Chandler win the apartment. But that's your favourite episode, isn't it? So what is your guys' favourite episode of Friends that are into Friends?
Yeah, so if you're into Friends or whatever. Yeah, what's your favourite episode of whatever TV show that you're into? I'm into loads of TV shows. I love Bob's Burgers. I think it's hilarious. But I love Bob's Burgers, and I also love SpongeBob SquarePants. So if I can get to see a SpongeBob SquarePants like an episode of a cartoon or whatever, I will sit there and I will watch SpongeBob SquarePants. I think it's really good. But I'm just trying to think. I don't think I have a favorite. I think my favorite at the moment, cartoon wise, would be Bob's Burgers.
That's your favorite one. Yeah,
I quite like Bob's Burgers. I think it's very well written. I think it's quite funny.
Because Karen was talking about Captain Underpants. Was that a film, Karen, or was that just a series?
I think Captain Underpants was a film, but it might be from a series or from a comic or something like that.
Okay, I've not seen it.
From a kid's story or something like that, I think.
And Ray was obviously talking about the Batman as well. So going back to the Batman, yes, Ray, I definitely want to see it. I've got to be careful because Madeline will flip if I say anything.
Yeah, and you also want to see Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
So I've seen. So apparently, when they were making Ghostbusters, obviously they did Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2 in the 80s. They wanted to do a Ghostbusters 3. Film and series. Very funny, said Karen. Yeah. So I will have to keep an eye out for that one as well.
I thought it because I knew that it was. I knew it was something before it became a film. I couldn't remember if it was a book or a series or something like that, but I knew it was something before it became a film.
And do your grandchildren also like SpongeBob SquarePants as well? Because that was really popular. When we went to Florida, so now you will know this when you go. If you only go to Boo, she said, that frightened me. When you go to Florida and you go to Universal Studios, you will see SpongeBob has got its own section there. Yeah, Chloe's frightened you. But
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, exactly. This is from the haunted mansion, which is where you got this from, is actually in Magic Kingdom. So again, when you go there, you'll get to know it. But yeah, SpongeBob has its own section in there. Now, Friends, I don't think is in. Is it in the NBC? It's in the NBC in Universal Studios.
No, it isn't. It's in New York. It's so
Oh
yeah.
yes.
So basically, when you visit Rockefeller Center, they have a gift shop
That's
in
right.
New York, and I got all these like Friends mugs and all of these, and I really loved it. But getting like my Friends mugs and stuff. So yeah.
Karen said, yes, she loves SpongeBob as well. I've got the SpongeBob kitchen wall clock. Oh, fantastic.
Really?
Do you know what? There's something about the nostalgia there as well, because you got the crochet set. My brother bought you the crochet set. The French, so I think, Nahar, you've seen that. It's the French crochet set.
Yeah.
So you can actually crochet a
sofa,
the actual sofa from the Central Park, but also a coffee mug from Central Park.
Yeah. I wanted to learn crochet. I've never really that and knitting, but I could never finish the knitting. So like if I started a scarf, I didn't know how to finish it. I didn't know how to stop like doing the scarf.
So when we also went to the Friends Fest, as you'll remember as well, they had the big gift shop there. So you'll see it in the videos what they had. Now they did have, because I know a couple of you guys do like Lego. They did, I think we said this before, they did have the Central Park set as well in Lego. It was expensive, which Lego is, which you always expect, and plus as well, it's even more expensive because it was in the Friends Fest thing. But it did look, I've got to say, it did look pretty cool. You had all the characters there. You had the
so
whole
expensive
set.
though, but yeah,
£60-something it was.
65, I think it was. I will get it one day, but yeah.
So you've got everybody saying boo. Karen said boo as well. Hi, I'm Nahar, and I like to say boo.
And boo to you, and you, and you, and boo.
And Coco says, hi, I'm Coco, and I love to say boo. So the free boos.
The free boos.
But yeah, do check that out as well. There was some good stuff. There were also quite a lot of Harry Potter stuff they did have as well when we went to Harry Potter World in Lego. So Chloe, I know you like your Lego as well.
Yeah, I have been thinking about the Lego, but we've just got too much stuff.
Oh, I know.
I'd love to collect it. It would be worth some money someday, and it's just so nice to pass it on to somebody else who, you know, would have the same interests as you at some point. But yeah, I'll stick with my miniatures for the moment.
So you are never too old to get Lego, because now actually the new market for Lego are adults.
Yeah.
Now the reason being, they said apparently a lot of adults bought Lego during the lockdown for stuff to do. I'm not gonna lie, I bought a PlayStation 4. We had plenty of fun playing with the virtual reality set. Dean, who is Kelly's brother, did buy an Oculus, which is the 3D set, which is something he's very, very kindly offered to allow me to review.
Yeah.
So I will actually do a review of the Oculus at some point. At least just turn around and go, what? When did you say that? But hopefully I shall do a review of the Oculus at some point. We do have a few videos in the pipeline we are going to upload. And we'll have to see, perhaps do some Lego actually.
Yeah.
You are never too old to have fun, Chloe. That is right.
That is
and you're never too old
correct.
Exactly. And you are never too old to collect Harry Potter stuff. So we've got a lot of Harry Potter stuff that Kelly's just been demoing over there. Yeah, you're never too old to have fun.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
It's very, very true.
And I would really love to go to Florida before the 50th anniversary ends. I really want to go.
Oh, Karen said in my day it was Bill and Ben, Pinky and Perky, and Andy Pandy. Oh my God, showing my age now. Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men.
Yeah, Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. But I that was just a little bit before my time. But I like the Pinky and the Brain, the Pinky and the Brain.
I don't remember that.
What are we gonna do today, Brain? The same thing that we do every night. Try to take over the world.
I said you're never, ever, 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 ever too old to have fun. Yeah, so when you go to Florida, you are going to have such a good time.
Yeah,
You really are.
Such a good time.
We will be picking your brain all the way up to the time you go.
Or giving you a list of it. You definitely have to go to Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium.
Yes, so get your parents to take you there.
Yeah, 100%.
Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. We will let you know. I think it's been one of our videos. So if you do check it, if you are interested, check it out there as well. But the whole menu is chocolate, all chocolate, including the mains. Yeah, you heard me. Chocolate in the mains. Not all of them, but they do chocolate in the mains and the desserts.
I love the touchos, and the touchos are these potatoes with little bits of pork in them, and it is chocolate based as well, but you can't taste the chocolate in it at all.
So think like bits of what do you call it, potato with bacon in them as well, just right up your street.
What did she say? Should
we play Mark and Kelly's tips, trips, and things?
What are you going to do? How are you going to play it? Are you going to ask us questions?
Oh, that's interesting as well. Yeah, you could do it on those as well. But do check out those videos now, because it will give you some ideas of what to do when you do actually go. I know you're not going for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you play Block's Bird?
That's on. They're talking about Roblox.
Oh,
now.
That's on Roblox.
Yeah. So they're having a conversation.
You guys are on Roblox.
Yeah. And I've only watched a couple of Nehal's stuff. But I remember she did her friend's one, and then when she hit, I think 500 subscribers, she did a little thing as well. So yeah, I know she's doing her very much into her. But there was something that she did which was really quite funny, and she was saying, "Oh, don't you just hate it when," I don't know if it was it was an advert that kept popping up on every single so whenever you watch someone's video, this advert kept popping up. And I don't know if it was for languages or something like that. And then Nahal was like, "Oh, don't you just hate it when blah, blah, blah pops up?" She was like, "No, I don't want it, no." It was so funny. But yeah, I feel, yeah. So that's the only ones that I've watched of the little Roblox.
So Nahal's actually done a friend's apartment on there.
Oh, really?
That's really good.
Oh, I've not. Oh, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, we will check that out actually, because we know you've been doing your Roblox thing.
Yeah.
We're not on Roblox actually.
No, I think Chloe was asking. Chloe and Sienna were asking us that before, but no, we're not on Roblox.
We'll check it out though to see if we can.
I think it's some more of a kids thing.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, it's not one that
I might be a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's one that we would. Yeah, it's not one that we would sort of like do, but we do YouTube, and we do TikTok, and we are on Insta as well.
Oh, so Nahal's done a tour of it on her YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll check that out. We will check out your YouTube thing as well, because we are subscribed to you.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out for a while. I haven't looked at anyone's stuff for a while because I've been studying. I haven't caught up with any of my regular YouTubers that I watch anyway.
Yeah.
So, because I've been doing that and then trying to edit the videos, I was editing a video today, and I'm almost done editing it. But our problem is whenever we're videoing something, when there's music in the background, and it's how to try
and get rid of it.
Yeah, and so I've put music on top. But because the music's quite loud, I have to put the music loud, and we're talking.
Yeah.
But so you will hear some of what we say. You might not just hear everything we say, but.
So Nahal said there's one of her first videos. So it's a year ago.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look.
Yeah, we'll have a little look.
Because I saw the Friends quiz, but I didn't see the Friends walkthrough tour that you did.
Yeah. So that's we'll definitely have a check out of that.
Yeah.
And also, as well, like I said, we will be thinking about doing a Friends quiz because it is really popular, and I know a lot of you guys like to watch it. So it is something we will think about doing.
Yeah. So definitely look into that. But I also want to. So I'm thinking about doing a podcast, and I thought what I would like to start off with is doing reviews for TV programs, I think, and films. So I think, and then maybe I might do an offshoot of a YouTube channel dedicated to that, I think. And it
Okay.
will be, so basically it will be a TV and film review channel. And I will do that as a podcast as well, I think.
There you go.
So that's something I have in the pipeline that I'm thinking about doing. It's just a case of how I'm going to construct it, how it's going to flow, and all of that type of stuff. But there's some equipment that I need to get to do that. So yeah, so we'll.
So keep an eye out for Kelly's podcast. We'll be reviewing some TV shows. If you have any other TV shows you'd like an idea for Kelly to review, just drop us a line. Let us know. You have our email address.
Yeah.
Drop us some hints, and we will do that. Or leave it in the comments on any of our lives as and when we do them. So, guys, we've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I think we'll call it there. That's it for Mark and Kelly's Trips Tips for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we love speaking to you guys. It's Happy Friday. Nahar, I hope your foot gets better very, very soon. I'm glad it's all done. That's 7 years now, and it's disappeared. So glad to see that as well. And I'm glad you're smiley and all happy, and it's all been done. We will be. What's your email address?
So if you go to the About page on YouTube, so if you go to Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things, you'll see an About page, and then you'll see my email address there, or our email address there, and then I can swap the two of you's information.
Yeah, and we'll make sure you do that so you guys can link on Roblox.
Yeah.
That would be nice. All right, then. So that is it for another Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. Well, Friday is here. You've earned your rest. And we will be back Tuesday, as always, 6 o'clock UK time. Until then, look after yourselves. Take care. Remember, you are never too old to have fun. We will see you on the next installment of Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things on Tuesday. Be safe. Thank you, lovely, for the chat. And we will see you then. Bye for now.
Catch you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Chloe said, no,
45 minutes.
We can't go for another 45 minutes.
No.
But we will see you then. Bye. You take care. And remember to email.
Okay. Bye. Bye, girls. Bye.
Night, Karen.
Night, Karen. Night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.